Nothing in your life or world has gone wrong. That was a message I received on this date last year, and I couldn't accept that. It didn't seem that way to me, and I'm sure you might have felt that as well. And then today I posted a Wilhelm message that said the courage to be rich. And what that means is we come to a point in our lives where we're willing to accept ourselves. We don't always know what that's going to be. I certainly didn't. But I do know now. And I also did something else yesterday. I said I have to change today on the 11th. I didn't know why I was doing that. Then I get up this morning and we have wonderful ways of remembering who we are. And sometimes it's electronics. And my phone is showing me something that I didn't understand. It said, we gave you an Ascension guide. And then it led me to a session, a live session, which was called a question and answer session that was done in 2022. And then I listened to that and I thought, yeah, but I didn't even know what that was. I'm Roger Burnley, and I'm a coach, and I've done so many things in my life, but what I was meant to do was to bring you this Ascension guide. And that was something that I denied and kept hiding from and didn't believe, as you may not have believed something about yourself, because I was supposed to help you believe it, help you remember that. But we all can hide in different ways. But sometimes that hiding is purposeful. I'm just going to say that because you may have judged yourself. You may be looking at your life now and thinking, oh wow, everything went wrong, and I'm saying it didn't. And now you'll understand why. We come into the world to develop different gifts, and they'll come about in ways that we will not imagine. And you may do something that no one else in history has ever done. And that's what happened to me, which is also what made it difficult for me to accept and for others. People couldn't believe it, which is why I have to change today. But I'll prove it to you, because as I kept running from all of this, it kept showing up, just as like in your life. You will see things and you'll think, am I supposed to do that? Can I believe it? Will I do it? We all do. We all operate the same way. And then to come to discover that my life is difficult and is challenging and all the things that I moved through, and I thought, how am I healing? How am I becoming this person at 75? How did that happen? And then I start to remember. And the funny thing, you'll hear in this video, because I'm going to give you the link to that so you can see it. Most people hadn't heard it because I had to find it somewhere. We hide from ourselves, and I've done that. And so then when you can take the time to understand who you are, you will become rich. That's the session. And I'm going to give you that link as well, because there's a description there that explains it. But then again, I started doubting it. You will do that. You will doubt yourself. And then I said, how could this have been happening? And then it was shown to me that I was given all of this work and it was organized, meaning that's why I know who you are. That's why I know that you are not an accident. You were meant to be here to develop something, and you probably will believe that more today. And as you listen to that, you will see. And as you read the document that was put together, because I said, I don't understand how this is happening, and no one has understood it. You will not understand yourself either, because we're supposed to evolve. And the funny thing was, there was one section, and I remember this so well, someone said, what is Ascension? And I said, I don't know. And then Wilhelm says, yeah, we gave you that. Go back to 2013. And then I discovered that they have given us everything. I just couldn't accept it, as you haven't accepted something about yourself. But again, that's why we're here. If we had everything already, we wouldn't be motivated to do the next thing. And I'm motivated now to do the next thing, and you will understand why. But I'm so glad you're here, and if it's your first time, please subscribe to the channel, and you will understand so much more. Share it with others, because you are here to do something wonderful, and today is the day that you're meant to do that, and you will understand more today. And again, doesn't matter what you did before. I ran from myself, and so when you stop running, that is when you find yourself. That's for all of us. We just do it in different ways and at different times, but this might be the time for you. Enjoy. I'll see you soon.